Hello, NR programmers. In this video, we're going to take a look at classes in JavaScript. What is a class? A class in JavaScript is simply a blueprint that you can use over and over again when you're creating your objects. One of the main purposes of this is to reduce errors and ensure consistency when you're handling your data. So let's get right to it. So the syntax to work with a class in JavaScript is just use the class keyword. We're going to call this class human. Open up our brackets. We're going to go need a constructor. In this particular constructor here, we're just going to have weight, height, and age. Let's open up our block for our constructor. And all we're going to do is this dot weight is equal to weight. This dot height is height. And this dot age is age. Cool. And awesome. So now we just essentially just declared our first class in JavaScript. And now if we wanted to go ahead and do this, or use this, we could do something like let David equals new human. And now we're just going to pass in our values for this. So for David, let's say he weighs about 180 pounds. His height, let's go with 5'11". And for his age, let's go with 30. And now if we come over here and console.log David, we're going to get an object with all those properties inside of there for us. Human is not defined. Oh, true. Save it. It's because we declared our class with a lowercase h and then we use a capital H when we use the new keyword. So we run it and we got our object here printed to the console for us. Cool. And now let's go ahead and look at kind of how a parent-child relationship would kind of look like. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a class here. We're going to call it class human type. And to have a parent-child relationship with classes, we use the extends keyword. And for this one, we're going to go ahead and make it extend human for us. Open up our block. Now let's set up our constructor. Open it up. And I'm going to go ahead and add a gender field for this class. That's weight, height, age. Our constructor. So to go ahead and also all we have to do is do super weight, age, and height. And essentially when we do this here, it's going to grab all the values from our parent class essentially. Yeah, so once we go ahead and call the constructor with this human type here, it's going to use the constructor for the parent class. Now let's come here, do this dot gender equals gender because this is new to us. We're not getting that from the parent class. And also for this class here, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and add a method to it, just to add a method to it. So we could do a method, we're going to call it talk, and whenever we call this method here, it's going to print to the console for us. Let's say I'm a, see this dot gender with a weight of weight, this dot weight, and a height of this dot height. I'm this dot age, years old. Save. And now we have a new class called human type, which extends our parent class human. So if we come here and let's do let Barbara equals new human type, and then okay, so when working with our constructor, all we have to do is look at our constructor. For example, look at line 12. So we need gender, weight, height, and age. So let's make her a, let's make her a female. And we're going to pass in a weight of 300, a height of 6 foot, and for her age, we'll say she's 40 years old. So now if we come here, do a console.log of Barbara, we're going to get our object with all of our fields defined. We're able to pass in those 4 arguments to our human type constructor, and then it just goes ahead and creates the object for us. As you can see here, we only have 4 fields that we're expecting for this class. So if we tried adding something extra, let's say we try adding an A or something, it's just going to completely disregard that and ignore it because once we pass it in, there's nothing for it to do with it. So we're just going to get our regular, we're still just going to get our regular object for Barbara. Cool. And now if we wanted to, we could go ahead and call our talk method. So let's do Barbara.talk, save, give it a run. I'm a female with a weight of 300 and a height of, let's fix this here, run again. I'm a female with a weight of 300 and a height of 6 foot. I'm 40 years old. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.